Now we look at writing counter-argument paragraphs in persuasive essays. The counter-argument paragraph comes third, comes after the body paragraph, but before the conclusion paragraph at the end. Okay, it's got about 3 to 4 sentences. We'll talk about the different parts that go into it. There are two. The first part is the counter-argument, and the second part is the rebuttal. What does each part mean? The counter-argument is where you share the opinion or argument that disagrees with your own. That should be 1 to 2 sentences. The second part is the rebuttal. Here's where you respond to the counter-argument and explain why it's wrong. This should be 2 to 3 sentences. So in total, your counter-argument paragraph should be about 3 to 4 sentences, no more than 5. It makes your persuasive writing stronger because it shows that you've considered the other viewpoints and you're explaining why they're wrong. It really strengthens your own argument. Let's look at that first part, the counter-argument. I'm going to show an example, again, based off the question, was Jonas's attempt to go to elsewhere a good decision? I said it was a bad decision. He shouldn't have tried. So my counter argument would then show how maybe it was a good idea. Look here in the red letters. Some may argue that life without freedom is meaningless and that Jonas had to attempt getting to elsewhere. Here I am sharing what the opposing argument is. I'm quickly summarizing it in about a sentence, no more than 2. Use a strong sentence starter to introduce the opposing viewpoint. Something like, some may argue. That's what I use. Or, it's often thought. The second part of this paragraph is giving a rebuttal. Let's look at that. However, how could Jonas have possibly expected to survive and care for a baby in brutal conditions without any supplies or help? If he wanted to free his community, he should have realized how his own survival was critical. Perhaps he could have attempted this mission when there were better conditions, or when he'd taken more time to prepare. His escape attempt was noble, but foolishly conceived, and his failure was inevitable. Here I respond to the counter-argument and explain why it's wrong. Use a strong sentence starter such as however or in reality. So again, to summarize, the counter-argument, you have 2 parts to it. A couple sentence starters are right here for both parts. You share the opposing opinion and then you say why it's wrong with your own rebuttal. In total, you see my full counter-argument paragraph here should be about 3 to 4 sentences, no more than 5 at most. There is no evidence you're providing. You're just summarizing what the different opinion is and why it's wrong. You just looked at counter-argument paragraphs. Thanks for watching.